Want to know how to stay consistent in your business as a busy mom? That's what we're talking about in today's video. I'm Rachel Ngom. I work with purpose-driven entrepreneurs to help them get more leads and sales into their business. Make sure to grab my free Pinterest cheat sheet. Just go to pinwithrachel.com. I'll put that in the description below. Okay. So when you're a mom and you're building a business, you have like a million things on your plate. And I know that it can be really freaking hard and really freaking overwhelming. So one, I just congratulate you on doing both. Even if you feel like you're sucking at both right now, it's not easy. So I'll just tell you that right now. I have a 6-year-old son and I'm 17 weeks pregnant with baby number 2. And I wanted to share with you just some of the things that you can do to make life heck of a lot easier, to really stay consistent with your business so you're not just flailing all over the place and you actually have a plan and you're able to show up for your audience. So the first thing you want to make sure that you're doing is you're planning ahead. You know what you're doing this month. You know what you're doing this quarter. You have a very strategic plan. If you don't have a planner yet, get one. I'm using Michael Hyatt's Full Focus Planner. So that's the one that I'm using, and it helps me look at what's my quarterly goal, what's my monthly goal, what's my weekly goal. And I know every single day what it is that I'm supposed to do. You don't have to work 24/7 to build a really freaking killer business. If you have a plan and you have 1 to 3 specific things that you're working on every single day, you could work literally, I work about 20 to 25 hours a week right now. And when the baby's here, I'm gonna cut that way back. And our company is still gonna grow because we have a plan and the other things that I'm gonna be sharing with you. But know literally exactly what you're supposed to be doing every day. What's that one thing? A really good book to read is The One Thing. It's one of the best sellers on Amazon. Know what that one thing is and do that. Don't spend time on email. Don't spend time on Facebook. Just do that one thing. Your time is limited, so get her done. Second thing you wanna do is get help. Get help. If you see someone who has the business that you want, I guarantee you that they are not doing everything by themselves. They have a support system. It's impossible to build a 6-figure business, $1 million business, wherever it is that you want to be, and do a bazillion other roles at the same time. And so I'll share with you some of the things we have planned. Right now, it's easier having TJ in school. My work hours are typically between 10 and 2, or depends on what day of the week, 10 to 3 at the latest. When he gets home from school, I'm done working. So those are my work hours. When baby number 2 is here, I'll probably take a maternity leave. And then I'm thinking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 to 2, we might get a nanny or my mom will be in town, but we'll have some help so I can get condensed business hours in, because you can't just expect to grow a freaking awesome business if you don't have that help. 10 to 2 are going to be my business hours. If you can get 10 hours of help a week, that will be a huge game changer. I'm telling you that right now. So it could be a mother-in-law, a mom, a nanny, even a little bit at daycare, whatever it is that's going to work for you and your family will change the game. I hear the YMCA has either free or super cheap. So like if you have a gym membership, childcare. So there's so many different things you can look into. If you're just resourceful, you can figure it out. Second thing is Instacart for grocery deliveries. It's less than $100 a year and will save you a million hours at the grocery store. You can literally just click order online and boom, it's done. If you want to take that a step further, something I'm testing out is an actual meal delivery service. I know when the baby's born, this is definitely going to be coming in handy, so I don't have to worry about cooking, all of that stuff. There's a bazillion options at this point. We're doing one that's organic and paleo, I believe, trifecta nutrition. I'll let you know how I like it, but there's a bazillion different options that you could choose from. Just depends on your budget and what you're looking for. I think Instacart is worth it by far for $100 a year to get that groceries just delivered. Game changer. Next thing that was huge game changer for getting help is having someone come to clean the house twice a month. And so my husband was resistant because he's like, that's money that we're wasting. And I'm like, it's not a waste, dude. It is not a waste. And when they finally came to clean for the first time, he came in and he walked around and he was like, that was worth it. So it took a little cajoling on my end because my husband's from West Africa. He's cheap. If we lived in West Africa, we could have someone come and clean our entire house and cook every single day for $100 to $200 a month. So here it is an investment, but I can't even tell you how good it feels to be able to go into the bathroom and see just like everything is clean and I don't have to stress out and worry about it. I don't have to vacuum and do all those things that I used to be doing. I used to do it all, and I don't anymore. I've learned the power of delegation and getting help. And that will go into your business too, having a virtual assistant, having someone on your team that can help take over and really pick up the slack for whatever it is that you need help with. So we started with one virtual assistant, then hired a project manager, then a social media manager, then a customer service person, then a Facebook ads person. We have 2 Pinterest managers. Like, we got a team. This is not a one-woman show. When you have a team supporting you, that gives you freedom. Check out the video I did on bootstrapping a business because I didn't start that way, but I was able to reinvest into our business to help it grow. And it has just made all the difference having that support. So I don't have to be on my phone 24/7. Someone is there to answer emails. Like, that's not my role anymore. I do the things that only I can do. So step 2, getting help. Like, this is essential. Essential. Step 3, have your non-negotiables. So what are the things in your business, your one thing, the thing that's going to really move your business forward? What are those non-negotiables? I know for me, especially in the beginning, but even now to this day, creating content is always a non-negotiable. If you listen to our podcast, we have put out well over 100 episodes every single Monday without fail. Every Monday. There has not been a Monday that we missed. So you have to have your non-negotiables. What is that for you? Is it creating a weekly blog post? And every single week it goes out. Consistency is the key. You have to know what are your non-negotiables in your business. I email my list at least once a week. That's non-negotiable. And so have those non-negotiables so you know, okay, if I don't get to something, whatever it is, it's not the end of the world and no one's going to die. Right? So for us, our podcast, non-negotiable. Emailing our list, non-negotiable. What are those things for you? Step number 4 is to remain flexible. So things are going to change and, maybe baby didn't nap or kid is sick and home with you. You just have to remain flexible and know that, oh crap, maybe I have a podcast interview and I have to reschedule it. That's life and it's gonna happen. Or maybe you had something that you really wanted to get done today and baby's throwing up all over the place and you just got a clean baby all over you. It's gonna happen. So just remain flexible. If you can, get the one thing done like first thing in the morning before anyone wakes up. I'm telling you, when you do that, that'll be a game changer. But just know that you're human. You are human. Remain flexible. And step number 5, have content stored up. And so there's never been a moment for our podcast where we are scrambling to get content up. We always have minimum 2 to 3 episodes in the queue ready. So I never feel like I'm stressed out or scrambling, and I never have to work if I'm on vacation. And so before we have baby number 2, on our team, we have people that get our podcast scheduled, and we have someone who's responsible for that. And I tell them, we've already had this conversation, I want to double up on podcasts every single week before the baby's here, so that when baby's here, I don't have to do podcast interviews for 3 to 4 months. Right? So think about how can you batch, how can you store up just so you're working smarter and spending time with your family. So for me, it's really important. I want to be there as a mom, but I also love what I do. And so you can have both and you can do both well if you do these things. So let's recap. 1, you got to plan ahead. 2, you gotta get help. 3, you gotta have your non-negotiables. 4, you gotta remain flexible. And 5, you have to have a content bank. You gotta batch, think ahead, have that content stored up. Which one of these tips do you think is the most helpful? Comment below. If you haven't yet grabbed our free Pinterest cheat sheet, just go to pinwithrachel.com and I'll talk to you later.